Marigo playing field, Philip Marsalek grounds, also the Mindo Philip Park, the gardens in Central Castries, Labrie playing field, Wen playing field, and of course the Grand Ravine playing field. The ministry, through the National Lotteries Authority, will also continue the initial phases of the solar lighting program in communities such as Auger, Cicero, Moshi, Leclerc, VG, and Enchipo, to name a few. Perhaps the biggest project to be undertaken in the new financial year will be the commencement and the completion of the National Aquatic Center in Beausejour-Gros-Islet. I have been instructed by the chairman of the National Lotteries Authority that construction of this facility will commence in March 2023. This project is expected to transform the aquatic landscape and provide our swimmers with a modern, state-of-the-art facility to be even more competitive in regional and international meets. It is one thing to invest in sporting infrastructure, but another thing to manage and, of course, maintain it. And the Swimming Association has pledged their full support to ensure that this is done. In this regard, we have adopted a comprehensive policy for the management of facilities which will guide the administration of sports facilities all over the country. The policy has been adopted and passed, and is expected that all associations and affiliates should get their hands on one for their guidance. It would be remiss of me to conclude on this subject without mentioning the George Odlum Stadium. Therefore, Ministry of Youth Development and Sports will be monitoring the construction works at the new St. Jude Hospital and we will develop an appropriate strategy guided by the experts for the recommissioning of the George Odlum National Stadium to a full-fledged sports venue. In addition to providing and maintaining facilities, the growth of our nation's athletes depends on the strength and availability of its programs. And so we continue to encourage associations to focus on grassroots programs for athletes at the preschool, infant, and primary school levels. I am happy to announce that the after-school programs are being reintroduced at centers island-wide. In addition to this, the ministry has employed the services of football legends Earl Ballhugger and legend Stuart Charles Favre under the Emerging Athletes program to identify and nurture football talent at the primary school level. This will aid in ensuring the Shilohs of this world are given the best football guidance needed from a tender age. As such, the Ministry of Sports continues to collaborate with the St. Lucia Football Association, the Youth Economy Agency, for the establishment of the Semi-Professional Football League in St. Lucia. The association has been putting together the technical and legal framework for our footballers to be placed in dynamics that allows for them to be bought and sold legally, locally, regionally, and indeed internationally. This league is expected to set the path for greater financial gains by our clubs in St. Lucia from that of those in Europe as we compensate local coaches, physiotherapists, players, and many others for their services. The expectation is that cricket and basketball will follow suit in the near future. A critical area of focus and success for the Ministry of Youth Development and Sports was the reintroduction of the school sports program. This started with the Under-15 cricket tournament between June and July of 2022. A total of 15 schools, an encouraging number given the COVID-19 hiatus, participated in this championship. This championship, though it was criticized by many on the grounds that it was too soon after COVID, revealed that our youth were more than keen on getting back into sporting activities. Thus, the platform for a successful reemergence of school sports was laid. During the first term of the academic year, 2022-2023, the sports of football, netball, basketball, and table tennis had their schools competitions. The inter-primary district and the secondary school road races were also held during this period. It was very heartening to see the passion and excitement displayed by participants, parents, and excitement displayed by the triumphant individuals who won their individual races. We note that there are areas that require refinement in the delivery of our school sports program, and those deficiencies will be duly dealt with. It was necessary to engage key stakeholders to discuss issues of mutual concern and to strengthen relationships. This led to the convening of a retreat with national sports associations on August 20th, 2022 at the Bay Gardens Hotel. I can tell you this was a very feisty but healthy engagement with a very positive outcome culminating in the collective agreement to work together to improve sports in St. Lucia. In October 2022, a retreat was held with physical education teachers. Once again, there was much debate and discussion with mutual consent for greater collaboration. I now turn my attention to the ministry's coaching program. There's a very vibrant coaching unit of 21 coaches in the fields of table tennis, boxing, cricket, football, volleyball, netball, and track and field. I must note that last year we were able to secure the services of 2 very competent Cuban coaches, one for track and field and another for boxing. The focus in the year will be on strengthening the capacity of coaches to produce even better quality athletes. The ministry's Elite and Emerging Athlete program continues to provide much needed support to talented student athletes. Our assistance range from technical and medical to the provision of equipment and nutritional support, amongst other interventions. During the last year, this program supported a total of 44 athletes to the tune of over $252,000, an average of $5,733 per athlete. So, what then can the sporting fraternity look forward to this year? What's new at the ministry with this new minister? One novel and exciting addition to the ministry's national sports program was the introduction of the alternative sports season. In July 2022, we employed an alternative sports officer to spearhead this program in the person of Mr. Craig Gustav. I will not say too much on this, as you will hear from Mr. Gustav himself. Mr. Gustav.
Good evening, everyone. Dear esteemed guests, fellow sports enthusiasts, and distinguished awardees. I'm thrilled to be here today to speak about the new and exciting program that has been introduced by the Ministry of Sports, the Alternative Sports Program. This program has been created to complement traditional sports programs to offer a new and exciting avenue for individuals with different sporting interests. Alternative Sports Program has sparked tremendous interest among people involved in a range of activities, including drag racing, motorsports, chess, darts, game fishing, electronic gaming, and many more. This program has provided these individuals with an opportunity to showcase their skills and compete at a national level. While the ministry's traditional sports program has always produced a high level of interest, the introduction of the alternative sports has created a wave of excitement for individuals who have a passion for different types of sports. We recognize that not everyone is interested in football, basketball, or athletics, and we wanted to create a space for these individuals to showcase their skills and talents. The Alternative Sports Program has not only created a buzz among the local sports enthusiasts, but also drawn attention from enthusiasts from across the region. As a result, we are seeing a parallel sports tourism spin that can not only benefit alternative sports and St. Lucia in general. We are proud to have the opportunity to showcase our beautiful island and the talents of our people to visitors near and far. I am delighted to report that the Alternative Sports Program has already yielded positive results. We have seen an increase in numbers of participants and a level of competition which has been exceptional. We are confident that this program will continue to grow and offer new and exciting opportunities for individuals with a passion for alternative sports. In conclusion, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Ministry of Sports for introducing this program, this alternative sports program, and it's programs like these that encourage participation, foster healthy competition, and provide opportunities for individuals to showcase their talents. I would like to congratulate all the awardees for the exceptional performance. Respective sports encourage everyone to continue to support the alternative sports program. I thank you for your time and attention. Have a good night.
And of course, we have a short video presentation of the alternative sports. Indeed proud of the efforts made by the staff of the ministry to ensure that the alternative sports is as inclusive, and sports in general is as inclusive as possible. Close to 300 individuals are currently in St. Lucia to compete in our various events, a good boost to our sports tourism product. Now, in the area of anti-doping, I want to inform you that we have established an anti-doping committee made up of carefully selected agencies such as the Customs and Excise Department, the Ministry of Health, the Attorney General's Chambers, the local RADO representatives. It is anticipated that this committee will pave the way for the formation of a national anti-doping organization in St. Lucia. This organization will work with all relevant agencies to ensure St. Lucia remains compliant as far as anti-doping in sports is concerned. Very shortly, we will table a naming rights policy which will be a boost to the maintenance and management of sporting facilities in St. Lucia. This will provide potential sponsors the opportunity to invest funds into sports facilities and in return receive naming and branding rights associated with those facilities. During the course of this year, the National Sports Policy will be completed and adopted. I dare say this is a long overdue document. Another innovation this year is Island Champs. This is the rebranded version of the Inter-Schools Track and Field Championships. This year, we'll be hosting this grand event on Sunday, 19th March 2022. We know there may be some initial resistance to this day. However, we are of the firm belief that this is the best way to go for the sustainable development and expansion of our school sports program. We have a short video. Now, we are indeed excited the prospects and growth of this initiative, which we expect to grow from year to year. Insanity is doing things the same way and expecting a different result. As such, I am pleased to announce that from this year, the winner of the Island Champs stands to win $40,000 towards their school's sports program. $20,000 for the boys champion, and $20,000 for the girls champion. We thank the National Lotteries Authority for their support for events such as Black Hat, Veterans, SPLT 20, and now the Island Champs. I am told that the Leoness Comprehensive Secondary School has the best track and field team, so they may just become the first ever Island Champs. Or is it Soufrière, or Miku, SMC, or St. Joseph's Convent? Start it. We'll find out in 1 month's time. Sean say Grand River Secondary. Now in the coming year, we will be embarking on a campaign to attract more potential sponsors and partners to invest in our young people by supporting sports development. I want to use this platform to appeal to corporate St. Lucia to invest in our young people. This reminds me of the theme for this year's Independence celebration, Devant a Somme, one people shaping our destiny. Yes, we need all sectors, including corporate St. Lucia, to shape our sports landscape. Now, there were outstanding sporting achievements for St. Lucia in 2022. St. Lucia won the Under-13 Caribbean Table Tennis Championship. They won the Eastern Caribbean Volleyball Association Female Championships. They won the Under-19 Windward Islands Cricket Tournament, as well as the Under-15 Windward Islands Cricket Championship. On this, I must recognize the sterling achievement of Theo Edward for attaining 4 consecutive centuries in this tournament. A number of other athletes made us proud last year, including Julian Alfred, Johnson Charles, Tristan Dorville, and I was there to see it, DeAndre Blanchard, Seda James, Michaeli Shalmine, and all of the shortlisted athletes. We must continue to build on the successes if we are to reap more sporting success. National associations, clubs, officials, parents, physical education teachers, principals, administrators, ministry staff, sportsmen and women. Everyone needs to be involved in youth and sports development. We must commit to invest in greater efforts in ensuring we experience continued growth as a sporting nation. I want to commend the work of the National Lotteries Authority again, as well as Sports St. Lucia, Inc., for providing tremendous support to youth and sports development. Without your support, it would not have been possible to reap the success which we now enjoy. Let me congratulate all nominees here tonight, as well as those who could not join us. I want to impress upon you to aspire for regional and international success in your respective sporting disciplines. Too many times we have had sportsmen and women who had the talent to compete successfully internationally, but were merely satisfied with being the best in St. Lucia or the Windward Islands. Again, I take us back to our theme for independence, Devant a Somme, one people shaping our destiny. If we can work together, the sky is truly our limit. I take this opportunity to thank all individuals and agencies that contributed to sports development within the last year, including but not limited to physical education teachers, coaches, principals, national sports associations, schools, Ministry of Education, club members, administrators, fans, and everyone involved, including parents. In closing, I want to call upon all St. Lucians, not just the sporting fraternity, to support sports development in St. Lucia. Sports development remains a viable option for our young people to attain their true potential in improving their lives and that of their families by extension. Finally, let me wish all St. Lucians a very happy and healthy and successful 44th anniversary of independence. And may God bless and keep you all. I thank you. Let me make sure I only take what's mine.
Thank you, Mr. Minister. The most prestigious award bestowed on our local athletes is the Sport Personality of the Year. I would like your rapt attention as we view an upcoming montage of the shortlisted nominees to the period under review, January 1st, 2020 to December 31st, 2022.
Michaeli Shalmine is a swimmer who has won several medals at local, regional, and international competitions. She is the first female swimmer from the sub-region to clock less than 1 minute in the 100-meter freestyle at the CCCAN Games held in Barbados in July 2022. Michaeli was also the highest female point accumulator for Team St. Lucia at the Games. She continues to be a model athlete while at Springfield College. Michaeli Shalmine is a swimmer who has won several medals at local, regional, and international competitions. She is the first female swimmer from the sub-region to clock less than 1 minute in the 100-meter freestyle at the CCCAN Games held in Barbados in July 2022. Michaeli was also the highest female point accumulator for Team St. Lucia at the Games. She continues to be a model athlete while at Springfield College, where she attends, having won the President's Diversity in Aquatics Award as a DIA Fellow. She was elected President of the St. Lucia Athletics Federation's Athlete Commission by her peers. Michaeli Shalmine was the 2020 Junior Sportswoman of the Year. Naomi London is an exceptional student athlete competing at a high level while maintaining full-time studies. Locally, she has won 4 gold medals and 2 silver in the 100-meter and 200-meter events and was undefeated at the junior level in these races. Naomi has also qualified for the finals in both the 100-meter and 200 meters at the Carifta Games held in Jamaica. She qualified for the 100-meter race at the World Youth Games in Cali, Colombia. However, her young age restricted her participation. Naomi London was awarded the St. Lucia Athletics Association's 2022 Junior Female Athlete of the Year for her achievements on the track. Ladies and gentlemen, Naomi London. In 2021, Zeta James scored her first half-century against the St. Lucia National Cricket Association's developmental team. She participated in the West Indies High Performance Program and was selected to the West Indies Under-19 squad in that same year. She captained the Windward Islands Under-19 female cricket team in 2022, demonstrating her all-round ability to amass runs and take wickets, gaining her Player of the Series against Trinidad and Tobago and USA's Under-19 teams respectively. As a member of the West Indies Under-19 Rising Stars, Zeta James was recently called up by the Cricket West Indies selection panel to play for the West Indies women's team. Ladies and gentlemen, Zeta James. Chantal Charles is a student at the Patricia D. James Secondary School and has the demonstrated ability to bring medals back from the table tennis competition. She has played at the local and regional levels, securing silver and gold medals in several competitions. 2022 was a solid year for Chantal as she scored 3 gold medals and the Most Valuable Player award during local inter-secondary school table tennis tournaments in the under-15 and under-19 categories. In that same year, during the National Day Table Tennis Tournament, Chantal took home 4 gold medals in the under-13, under-15 and under-19 categories. She is the first OECS female to win a Caribbean title, the singles under-13 champion. Swimmer Tristan Dorville is a medal machine. He amassed just about 86 medals in various local and regional competitions in 2022. This includes 7 Carifta Games medals in the 50-meter, 100-meter, and 200-meter freestyle, and 50-meter and 100-meter fly. He also took home 1 silver and 2 bronze medals at the 34th CCCAN Swimming Championships held in Barbados, emerging 3rd overall in the 13 to 14 age group. In November 2022, he copped 14 medals at the 30th OECS Swimming Championships hosted in St. Lucia. Tristan Dorville currently serves as the Deputy Vice President of the St. Lucia Aquatic Federation's Athletes Commission. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tristan Dorville. Hakeem Auguste is another up-and-coming cricketer. In 2021, he demonstrated his great potential during the Grenada Cricket Association's Under-19 tournament by copping the award for most runs scored. His 6 innings featured 3 half-centuries. In that same year, he captained Central Castries to victory in the St. Lucia National Cricket Association's Under-19 tournament. He went on to cricket West Indies Under-19 trials and captained his squad to tournament champions. In 2022, he scored a half-century against South Africa in the International Youth ODI. Although eventually sidelined because of COVID, Hakeem captained the West Indies team in the ICC Under-19 tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Hakeem Auguste. Jeremiah Felix has won 4 gold and 2 silver medals in the pole vault event from 6 appearances. His season has been one of consistent improvement with a 4.1 meter clearance at the Independence Games in April, a 4.25 clearance at the National Junior Championships in March, and a 4.55 meter clearance at the Night of Flight competition in October 2022, the 4th highest pole vault clearance in St. Lucia's history. To cap off a great season, Jeremiah put on a sterling performance at the Carifta Games, winning St. Lucia's first medal in 7 years of participation in the regional meet. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jeremiah Felix. DeAndre Cauldron is a formidable table tennis competitor. Locally, he competed unbeaten through 2022, amassing 62 wins and no losses. He captured the titles of Under-19 team champion, boys and men's singles champion, doubles champion, and national champion in various domestic competitions. In regional and international meets, he clocked 19 wins and only 4 losses. He defeated Jamaica's #1 table tennis player at the Commonwealth Games, and while competing in the French Antilles, took the #1 spot in the doubles competition and 2nd place in the boys singles. DeAndre continues to contribute to the Castries Comprehensive Secondary School sports program, serving as a positive role model for other athletes. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. DeAndre Cauldron.
Individuals shortlisted will be presented with tokens of recognition.
Please welcome our presenter, Honorable Sean Edward, Minister for Education, Sustainable Development, Innovation, Science, Technology and Vocational Training, and Parliamentary Representative for Dennery North. We now invite the following individuals to the stage to accept these tokens. We begin with Michaeli Schalmine for swimming.
And her mom, Constance, will accept on her behalf. Naomi London, athletics.
Welcome Zeta James for cricket.
Rosita is presently out with the West Indies senior women's team. Her mom will accept on her behalf. Charles, table tennis.
Tristan Dorville, swimming.
Akeem August, cricket.
Athletics.
DeAndre Caldron, table tennis. Honorable Minister. In this category, the sports personalities of the year have represented St. Lucia with distinction during the period under review. They have performed outstandingly at the national, regional, and/or international levels. They have also espoused a true spirit of sportsmanship. We'd like to invite you to view the video of the senior sports personalities of the year.
Julian Alfred has become synonymous with track and field. Julian has been the 2015 Junior Sportswoman of the Year, and she did so in 2017 and 2018. Her prowess on the track features incremental personal bests and national records in the 60-meter, 100-meter, and 200-meter events. In 2022, Julian earned the NCAA 100-meter and 4x100-meter titles, was the first place finisher in the 100 meters at the Caribbean Games, and second place in the 100 meters at the Commonwealth Games. Her most recent achievement is a blistering 7 seconds flat in the 60-meter sprint. In 2022, Julian was awarded the St. Lucia Athletic Association's Senior Female Athlete of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, Julian Alfred. Michaeli Schalmine is a swimmer who has won several medals at local, regional, and international competitions. She is the first female swimmer from the sub-region to clock less than 1 minute in the 100-meter freestyle at the CCCAN Games held in Barbados in July 2022. Michaeli was also the highest female point accumulator for Team St. Lucia at the Games. She continues to be a model athlete while at Springfield College, where she attends, having won the President's Diversity in Aquatics Award as a DIA Fellow. She was elected president of the St. Lucia Athletics Federation's Athlete Commission by her peers. Michaeli Schalmine was the 2020 Junior Sportswoman of the Year. Karen Neptune is a top volleyball all-rounder. In September 2022, during the Eastern Caribbean Volleyball Association Championship, she received several awards, including Most Valuable Player, Best Outside Hitter, Best Server, and Best Receiver. In 2022, she took an active role in the community volleyball program, teaching children in Marigot the sport for the first time. Karen Neptune leads by example, and her fellow players say she is always willing to go the extra mile. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Karen Neptune. Malika Edwards scored her first half-century as a player for the Windward's women's cricket team in 2020. That performance earned her a spot on the Windward Islands senior women's team. In 2021, she led the Grizzly women's cricket team to their first national championship, winning the award for most runs, 215 in 4 matches. This included 2 half-centuries and a highest score of 83. In 2022, Malika became vice captain of the Windward Islands women's cricket team. She completed an online coaching program which helped her transition to coaching and playing a more active role in leadership in the Northern Cluster Grassroots cricket program. Malika Edward is currently the youth coach within the program. Ladies and gentlemen, Malika Edward. Dylan Edwin ranked 29th in the world in 200-meter indoors in 2022 with a time of 20.79 seconds, the 4th fastest time in NCAA Division II history. He is currently the only St. Lucian male to run sub-21 seconds in the 200-meter indoor. He is the 2021 National 100-meter and 200-meter champion and 2022's 200-meter champion. He was a member of St. Lucia's record-breaking 4x100-meter relay team at the Commonwealth Games and was named Texas A&M's most valuable track athlete in 2022. Dylan Edwin is St. Lucia Athletic Association's 2022 Sportsman of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dylan Edwin. Jehan Odlum is a full-time sophomore at Broward College, majoring in civil engineering and a recipient of a FINA scholarship. In November 2022, Jehan demonstrated his dominance in the pool with 8 gold medals at the OECS Swimming Championships in various race events. During the Games, he garnered 3 national records and became the 18 and over national champion. In December 2022, he copped 6 gold medals at the South Miami Winter Champs swim meet. While competing at the World Cup in Indianapolis, he became the first St. Lucian to swim under 50 seconds in the 100-meter freestyle. Jehan Odlum was voted vice president of St. Lucia's first Swimming Athletes Commission Board. Ladies and gentlemen, Jehan Odlum. Vino Bartlett is an extraordinary goalkeeper from Vieux who plays for Cavalier FC in Jamaica. In 2022, he received the accolade of Man of the Match in 3 games, while also copping the title of Goalkeeper of the Season in the Jamaica Football League. He has been selected on the Team of the Week on 4 occasions and the 2022 Team of the Season. He has played for St. Lucia in 2 international competition games, conceding no goals. Vino Bartlett also played 2 international friendlies, conceding 1 goal with 1 clean sheet. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Vino Bartlett. Romanus Inglis is a St. Lucian golfer who made a good showing of himself in 2022. He began the year as a season winner in the senior golf division at the monthly tournaments held at the Sanders Golf and Country Club. He took first place in the St. Lucia Amateur Invitational in September, beating top-ranked local players. In October 2022, Romanus Inglis won the Eastern Caribbean Amateur Championships, bettering leading golfers from 7 other islands in the championship division. He has recently stepped away from championship golf to allow junior players a chance to step up. Ladies and gentlemen, Romanus Inglis. Johnson Charles hails from the community of Millet, St. Lucia, and was the leading run scorer for the Barbados Tridents and then the St. Lucia Kings during the Caribbean Premier League in the period under review. He has nurtured several young cricketers, including Noel Leo and Theo Edwards, who train alongside him on a regular basis. In the Abu Dhabi T10 League, he scored 2 half-centuries, tallying 177 runs in his 9 innings at the bat. He was recalled to the Windward's Volcanoes to participate in the regional 50 overs tournament. In October of 2022, Johnson Charles returned to the West Indies cricket team for the ICC T20 tournament, where he was the leading scorer. Ladies and gentlemen, Johnson Charles.
Please welcome Senator Honorable Alvina Reynolds, President of the Senate, who will be assisting with the distribution of these tokens.
We now invite the following nominees to the stage, beginning with Dallin Edwin for athletics.
Jayon Odlum Smith, swimming. His dad is collecting on his behalf.
Vino Barslett, football.
His sister is collecting on his behalf. Romanus Inglis, golf.
Johnson Charles, cricket.
Miss Williams is collecting on his behalf. Julian Alfred, athletics. Mom is collecting on her behalf.
Michaeli Schalmine, swimming.
And her mom is also collecting on her behalf. Neptune Volleyball.
Michaela Edward, Cricket. That is Malika Edward, Cricket.
On the 15th cricketer, Jonathan Daniel is collecting on her behalf.
Thank you, Madam President.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome the orators for the evening. First is our esteemed 2022 youth parliamentarian who held the portfolio of Honorable Prime Minister, Ms. Trifanelda Dawe. And of course, our youth and sports officer, Mr. Anthony Lamontine. Let's welcome them on stage.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening. This category of awards is for the supporting cast of individuals who are responsible for the preparation of athletes for competition and that the sport is governed to meet the international standards.
They are the administrators, coaches, and technical officials.
I now invite Ms. Mary Wilfred, Deputy Permanent Secretary, to assist with these presentations.
My apology. We would like to invite the Director of Youth, Mr. Rohan Lubo, to assist with these presentations. The Administrator. The Administrator has served with distinction on a national and/or international sports body for a minimum of 2 years. The nominees are
Miss Yasmin Tyson, St. Lucia Aquatics Federation.
Miss Dora Henry, St. Lucia Athletics Association.
Mr. Earl Aduma, St. Lucia National Badminton Association.
Ms. Germa Inglis Alfred, St. Lucia Rugby Football Union.
Badminton. The Administrator Award goes to Ms. Yasmin Tyson, St. Lucia Aquatics Federation.
Yasmin launched Nage Setlisi, the Federation Grassroots program, engaged community coaches and PE teachers, and over 120 youngsters from Ancillary, Canneries, Vieux-Fort, Soufrière, and Castries learned to swim.
Facilitated the annual swim camp in Grosile, teaching over 25 swimmers the basics of swimming and water safety.
Instrumental in organizing and coordinating FINA Officials Clinic for the 30th OACS Swim Championships.
Serves as the Aquatic Development Officer of SLAF, coordinates the training of officials and coaches, and seeks sponsorship for the decentralization and expansion of the sport.
The coach. Along with the preparation of athletes and teams to achieve at the national, regional, or international levels, the coach must meet 12 of the 17 performance indicators as outlined by the ministry. The nominees are
Mr. Brian Charles, St. Lucia Aquatics Federation.
Ms. Makiba Alcid, St. Lucia Athletics Association.
Mr. Ron de Merville, St. Lucia Basketball Federation.
Mr. Alton Crafton, St. Lucia National Cricket Association.
Mrs. Donna Lynn Joseph, St. Lucia National Netball Association.
Mr. Chris Wells, St. Lucia National Table Tennis Association.
Mr. Terry Verdens, St. Lucia Volleyball Association.
The Coach Award goes to Chris Wells, St. Lucia National Table Tennis Association.
Mr. Wells is a master of table tennis, conducts table tennis for beginners through to high performance at various locations, including primary and secondary schools.
Functioned as the PRO and the tournament organizer for the St. Lucia National Table Tennis Association.
Conducts training camp for athletes as well as PE teachers and coaches.
Coordinates primary and secondary schools table tennis championships.
Functions as a national coach.
Caribbean Junior Table Tennis Champion, Dominica Republic.
French Antilles Table Tennis Championship, Martinique.
Produced the champion team and champion individual at the Under-13 Caribbean Table Tennis Championships in Guyana. A first, of course, for the OACS island in both the individual and team category.
The technical official. The technical official has rendered services of a high standard at the local, regional, and/or international level. The nominees are
Mr. Roland Cox, St. Lucia National Cricket Association.
Mr. Kevin McPhee, St. Lucia Athletics Association.
Ms. Chantal Jones, St. Lucia Rugby Football Union.
The Technical Official Award goes to Ronald Cox, St. Lucia National Cricket Association.
Served as a scorer, statistician, and commentary scorer.
An institution of knowledge of the Daransami cricket grounds.
Contributed statistics to several online cricket blogs.
Prepared scorers training programs and provided match reports.
Served as the logistics officer for the Caribbean Premier League. Thank you, Director of Youth, Mr. Rohan Lubon. In this segment, we recognize the clubs, facilities committees, and National Sports Federation that have positively impacted the lives of their members, communities, and by extension, St. Lucia.
I now invite Mr. Earl, a director on the board of the St. Lucia National Lotteries Authority, to assist in these presentations.
The Club Award. The club is recognized for achievement at the national, regional, and international level and exemplifies governance, membership, and programming. The nominees are
Lightning Aquatics, the St. Lucia Aquatics Federation.
East Coast Academy, St. Lucia Basketball Federation.
A club award goes to Lightning Aquatics, the St. Lucia Aquatics Federation.
54 registered swimmers from age 7 and counting.
Four swim levels, Junior 1, Junior 2, Intermediate and Advanced, as well as Open Water Program.
2 parent certified FINA assistant coaches.
7 parent certified officials.
5 participants in the FINA Open Water Coaching Clinic.
Lightning Aquatic members participated in the following: UANA Cup, Peru;
CCCAN, Barbados.
Caribbean Games, Guadeloupe;
FINA World Junior Swimming Championships, Peru.
Carifta 2022, Barbados;
40th Barbados Aquatic Center International Invitation.
26 Goodwill Swimming Championship, Trinidad and Tobago;
30th OECS Swimming Championship, St. Lucia.
Lightning Aquatics also functions as a responsible social partner in the following ways:
Walk in My Shoes initiative.
Donation of 14 school bags filled with school supplies, 23 pairs of shoes and uniforms.
Mother's Day Care Bag Drive.
Donated 13 bags of groceries during Lent to the less fortunate.
Best Kept Community Recreational Facility. The community facility that is effectively maintained and managed to allow effective use and the promotion of physical activity. The nominees are
Canries Playing Field,
Debara Playing Field,
Larry Schuss Playing Field.
Wen Playing Field, Monrepo.
The Facilities Committee Co-Award goes to the Deborah and Wen Playing Field committees.
Would the representative, please? Thank you. Association Award. We focus on the National Sporting Organization, which had the most significant impact on the overall programming and development of sports. The nominees are
St. Lucia Athletic Association,
St. Lucia Aquatics Federation,
St. Lucia National Cricket Association,
St. Lucia Rugby Football Union.
The Association Award goes to the St. Lucia National Cricket Association.
The St. Lucia National Cricket Association hosted
an online scoring workshop,
an online preliminary coaching course targeting women,
a level 2 coaching course,
the inaugural Dream 11 T10 tournament,
the Sandals Under-19 tournament,
the Acinta Ogis 50 overs tournament,
the 2022 Windward Island Women's T20 and 50 overs tournament,
the Winlot Inc. Windward Islands Under-15 tournament,
three international tours, South America, Australia, and Bangladesh.
Second place, Windward Islands Women 50 over tournament.
Back-to-back champions, Windward Islands Women's T20.
Windward Islands Under-19 champions.
Winlot Inc., Windward Islands Under-15 champions.
Produced members to the Windward Islands Under-19 and Senior Women's Squad.
West Indies Training Squad.
Windward Islands Volcanoes.
Barbados Tridents.
St. Lucia Kings.
Thank you. Director on the Board of St. Lucia National Lotteries Authority, Mr. Earl Zhou.
Posthumous award. We now pay homage to those who have left us. They contributed significantly to the growth of their sport, and for that reason, they are commended.
I would like to invite the Veteran Sports Administrator, Mr. Hubert Pierre, to assist with this presentation.
In his absence, we'd like to invite the Director of Sports, Mr. James Xavier, to assist with these presentations. In their absence, we'd like to invite the permanent, okay, nice. Well, we have him, Mr. Hubert Pierre. Tonight we recognize the following personalities and we invite their families to receive in their honor.
Aloysius Daniel, basketball.
Clement Charles, Mabuya Valley Sports Development.
Emmanuel Victor Dudley, Karate Do.
Errol Montoot, netball.
Oliver Scott Jr., cricket.
Robert Joseph, boxing.
Oswald Wilkinson Latcher, football.
Johan Henry, rugby.
Yolande Netball. Mr. Hubert Pierre. In this segment, we recognize the individual service to sports programming and broadcasting by our media and corporate partners.
The positive contribution of the media to the development and popularity of sports events and personalities that cannot be overstated, and although the entire media have contributed, we would like to highlight the following personalities and agencies.
Anthony de Beauville,
Terry Finister,
winners CV, Chloe Dantes, and Brian Ballett.
5 Radio, Michael Pierre and Elijah Williams.
We now invite Mr. James Xavier, Director of Sports, to assist with the next presentation.
The Corporate Sponsor Award. These are the corporate sponsors that have made significant contribution to the overall sports programming and development.
Tonight, we recognize the following corporate sponsors.
And Chasney Resort.
CG United Insurance Limited.
KFC.
St. Lucia Limited.
Sandals Resorts. St. Lucia Electricity Services Limited, Lucelec.
Ma Shiriki. Thank you, Director of Sports, Mr. Jim Xavier.
The Team Award. Here we celebrate our national winning teams for achievement at the highest regional and international competitions.
We would like to invite Ms. Caroline Eugene, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Youth Development and Sports, to assist with this presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, help us bring on the following national teams.
The Under-15 Male Cricket Team, Winlot Inc., Windward Island Tournaments.
National Under-19 Male Cricket Team, Winlot Inc., Windward Islands Tournament. Once again, the National Under-19 Male Cricket Team, Winlot Inc., Windward Islands Tournament. Cricket Federation, Mr. Alton Crafton. We just had the Under-15. Now we are inviting the National Under-19 Male Cricket Team.
National Under-13 Table Tennis Team, Caribbean Under-13 Championship.
Every member represented 3 males and 1 female. Champion male team and champion individual male. The National Female Volleyball Team, Eastern Caribbean Volleyball Championship.
And now for the most outstanding national winning team.
Participating in the Jewels of the Caribbean tournament, the national under-17 male football team.
For the period of 2020 to 2022, the national under-17 male football team participated locally in the following:
SLFA Senior Men Interdistrict Competition, finalists, semi-finalists.
Champions of the SLFA Second Division competition, most goals in both the individual and team categories.
At the regional level, the unbeaten champions of the CONCACAF Under-15 competition.
Unbeaten at the World Cup Under-20 qualifiers, 2 wins and 2 draws.
Thank you very much, Permanent Secretary, Ms. Caroline Eugene. Our apology, we would like to recall the national under-17 football team. We are not quite through with you. Could you return to the stage, please, humbly so? Jewels of the Caribbean tournament, champions. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Youth Development and Sports, Ms. Caroline Eugene. Ladies and gentlemen, we now turn you over to the Masters of Ceremony.
Thank you very much, our orators, Ms. Trifanelda Dawe, and of course, Mr. Anthony Lamontagne. Job well done so far. Let's hear it for the two. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. We continue to celebrate excellence, and of course, we will be celebrating some excellence in a movement. Ladies and gentlemen, I now invite you to relax a bit and view a dance presentation from the Silver Shadows Dance Academy. Put your hands together for the Silver Shadows Dance Academy.
chitela. Ebe wenye belo, akompi kan wabiro. Miton wano fosa bela, baby sesedi chitela. Nure minanyo, mi de susi ala me wade.
We certainly have to rise up to this excellent performance. Thank you so much, Silver Shadows Dance Academy. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate all the applause. I now invite back onto the stage our orators to continue with the presentation of the awards.
The Minister's Award. The Minister with responsibility for sports recognizes an individual or group that has achieved a significant feat and demonstrated values such as dedication, perseverance, sportsmanship, and showcases the magic to inspire and motivate.
We now invite the Honorable Kenson Kazimi, Minister of Youth Development and Sports, to command this segment.
Good night once again. Allow me to correct an omission earlier. I'd like to ensure that I recognize all our ambassadors who are here with us tonight. Let's give them a round of applause. I want to tell you we truly appreciate your contribution towards sports in St. Lucia. Caroline Trebescoy, along with her husband, Nick, have been St. Lucia tourism industry stalwarts for over 40 years. From the onset, there was great emphasis placed on operating sustainable and creating close ties with the communities or sustainable communities, while others view giving back to communities as being mere contributions to some cultural and social events. Through their company and Chasney Jade Mountain, Trebescoy have contributed immensely to the sporting landscape of Soufrière and by extension, St. Lucia. The Trebescoy family, together with their youngest son, Yasha Trebescoy, proudly continues to support the community of Soufrière and the wider island through their investment in community activities, not only through their monetary contributions, but personal engagement with community leaders and stakeholders. Trebescoy has been at the heart of sport activities in Soufrière and the neighboring communities, and they've been involved in sports such as football, basketball, netball, and cricket, whether it's investing in the infrastructure or sponsoring and even organizing some sports tournaments. Trebescoy provided sponsorship towards the cricket batting net area that is being used for the Grassroots development program. But it didn't stop there. When the community needed to upgrade their basketball facilities, it was Trebescoy to the rescue. She assisted with the renovation of the Soufrière basketball court including the changing of the floodlights. Through the company, sponsorship was provided to all track and field meets in District 8. Sponsorship of Soufre athletes clubs with uniforms and equipment. They were the main sponsors of the Soufre Independence track meet. Sponsorship to the Soufre veterans team. Sponsorship to the Soufre female football team. Sponsorship, and in fact, full sponsorship of the Soufre Football League youth tournament. We all know that there is no development of sports without adequate facilities. And so Trubetskoy has come to the rescue of communities in St. Lucia with the hosting of national events such as the Black Hat football competitions. Through the company, they provided sponsorship of lights at the Soufre mini stadiums for community recreation and part sponsorship of the rehabilitation of the Fosse Jacques netball court. In a time where sponsorship for programs and activities for sports has dried up, the Trubetskoy name stands supreme in their investment in the most difficult period of sports history in our nation. And so, the Minister's Award for stellar contribution towards the development of sport in St. Lucia goes to Caroline Trubetskoy and Shasli Jade Mountain. Irenaeus Charles, retired physical education teacher. In September 1993, Irenaeus Charles joined the staff of the Grand Riviere Primary School. In the same year, the Grand Riviere Primary School participated in their first football tournament. At that time, Principal Mrs. Cumberbatch indicated to him that there were no uniforms for the team, and they were indeed petrified about how the boys would fare. As fate would have it, Mr. Charles approached then MP Julian Hunt, who provided uniforms and the support to this team. Though they did not win that year, Mr. Charles instituted an after-school training program which led to the school dominating football tournaments from then on. Mr. Charles, yet his greatest success was in cricket. Mr. Charles went on to commence training after school for interested persons in the community in 1993. I am happy to report that this training continues at the Grand Riviere playing field 30 years later. And interestingly, the training happened after school and continued into the summer free of charge. As a result of his exploits and his tutelage, Mr. Charles and the Grand Riviere Primary School has produced many national athletes. These include West Indies women's cricketer Kiana Joseph, Windward Islands cricketer Dalton Polius, Windward Islands youth player Lee Solomon. There were many other national cricketers who came from this program, including Selwyn Boyce, Roland Wilson, Shaquane Prudent, and Makian Bernard. But Mr. Charles did not get involved in just cricket and football in the community. Mr. Charles coaches table tennis, he coached track and field, Tutbagai. And so with his exploits in table tennis, we saw the rise of one of the region's best table tennis players, our very own DeAndre Cauldron. Through DeAndre's difficult and tumultuous upbringing, Mr. Charles was the constant as the sports was used as his outlet. What a player and great person DeAndre has truly developed to be. Today we see the legacy being passed on to the young 13-year-old Grand Riviere native Manny Elithe, who dominated the sport locally and regionally. Though retired, Mr. Charles continues to give back to the school and the community 30 years later. And so, for long and meritorious contribution to sports in St. Lucia, the 2023 Minister's Award also goes to Mr. Irenaeus Charles Monnier, Grand Riviere, Groseilliers. I now invite the president of the St. Lucia Golf Association, Mr. Mario Reyes, to recognize one of the stalwarts in golf development in St. Lucia. Mr. Reyes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to nominate for the Minister's Award Mrs. Colleen Newman from the Growell Foundation. Just to give you a little bit of background about the Growell Foundation, it was founded 28 years ago in the constituency of Groseilliers, and it was organized to provide support to the youth of the community. This program provided an after-schools program for the disadvantaged youth, and in 2011, Colleen Newman and Suzanne Guillaume met with the golf club management to begin a golf program for the youth. Since 2011, over 200 youth from the Groseilliers constituency have benefited from learning and appreciating the sport of golf. The list of accomplishments that have taken place over the period, we've had numerous players, including the national champion at the ECGA level this year. We've had over, just reading this, give me a moment, please. Yeah, Colleen, with her contribution to golf, brought over 200 students through the golf club with the assistance of Sandals Golf and Country Club. This has taken place over the last 13 years, and it has also benefited the youth in the Groseilliers community. The after-school activities normally happen 3 times a week, and there are classes, there's a library, and the accomplishments they have achieved include the National Day tournaments where the Growell kids 12 years and under benefit the tutoring of the coaches, etc. So on behalf of the Ministry of Sport, the St. Lucia Golf Association, we'd like to hand over to Brittany Mangal to accept the award on behalf of Colleen Newman. Thank you. Oh, picture.
Special presentation. When we speak of an exceptional personality, we use words such as accomplished, dedication, pioneer, perseverance, remarkable, hard worker, and phenomenal.
These are the evaluative descriptors of Laverne Donnelly Spencer.
For a brief insight, Laverne participated in 3 World Indoor and 8 World Athletics Championships.
Bronze medal, IAAF World Championship, Hungary 2001.
Double bronze medalist, IAAF Continental Cup, Croatia 2010 and Czech Republic 2018.
Gold medalist, Diamond League China 2016.
Double gold medalist, Pan American Games, Canada 2015 and Peru 2019.
Participation at 5 Commonwealth Games, England 2002.
Australia 2006.
India 2010.
Scotland 2014.
And at the 2018 staging,
At the Gold Coast, Australia,
Laverne produced the historical gold medal performance, a jump of 1.95 meters.
participated in 4 consecutive Olympic Games.
Beijing 2008,
London 2012
Rio 2016.
and Tokyo 2021.
With these as the featured highlights, Laverne received the St. Lucia Junior Sportswoman of the Year for 4 times,
1999 to 2002,
and the Sportswoman of the Year 16 times,
2000 to 2002,
2005 to 2012,
2014 to 2016.
and 2018 to 2020.
Talking about records, Laverne is the high jump record holder of the following:
Entry Post Secondary School, Sir Arthur Community College,
Albany State University, University of Georgia,
St. Lucia Schools Championship, St. Lucia Athletic Association, Windward Island Schools,
Central America and the Caribbean,
and North America, Central America, and the Caribbean Under-23 Seniors Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we invite the Honorable Kenson Kazemi, Minister of Youth Development and Sports, to make this presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, this presentation is being made to the illustrious sports career of Laverne Donnelly Spencer.
Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, because of the stature of the individual Laverne Spencer is, the presentation of this award to her will be made by the Acting Prime Minister, Honorable Ernest Hilaire.
(2015) Contribution for Sports and Long Service, the St. Lucia Medal of Gold Merit.
2019, 20th year of consecutive national representation, crowned Youth and Sports Ambassador for St. Lucia.
2020, Government of St. Lucia, along with the St. Lucia Hospitality and Tourism Association, St. Lucia's Goodwill Ambassador. To receive on behalf of Laverne Spencer, Manager Gregory Dixon. to receive a long-standing supporter and associate of the St. Lucia Athletics Association, Mr. Tony de Beauville.
In fact, it's her uncle, Anthony de Beauville. Thank you, Mr. Acting Prime Minister.
Dr. Yes. Lifetime Commitment to Sports Awards. Here we recognize the personalities that have contributed significantly to sports over a minimum period of 25 years. Those personalities have made a significant contribution to the development of sports.
I would like to invite His Excellency Cyril Errol Charles, Governor of St. Lucia, to assist with this presentation.
Tonight, 2 individuals will be recognized. They are
Matthias Russell, also known as Nigel Magay, cycling.
Sir Julian R. Hunt, cricket.
Thank you, Governor General of St. Lucia, His Excellency Cyril Errol Charles.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now arrived at the most prestigious awards, the Junior Sports Personalities and the Adult Sports Personalities.
Junior Sports Personalities. The junior sports personalities are between the ages of 13 to 19 years and represented St. Lucia with distinction at the highest national and/or international competitions.
The Junior Sports Personalities each receive a grant of $7,500 from the government of St. Lucia, which will be placed in trust with their respective federations.
In addition, they will receive
Massey Stores grocery voucher worth $250 each.
voucher from Shiriki Company.
We would like to invite the Minister for Youth Development and Sports, Honorable Kenson Kazimi, to make the presentations. The sealed envelope containing the junior sportswoman will now be handed to the Minister.
You have to open it.
The Junior Sportswoman of the Year, Michaeli Shalmine.
The sealed envelope containing the junior sportsman will now be handed to the minister.
Junior Sportsman of the Year, Tristan Dorville.
And now for the Sportswoman and Sportsman of the Year.
The sportswoman and sportsman will each receive a grant of $10,000 from the government of St. Lucia.
The sealed envelope containing the sportswoman will now be handed to the minister.
Sportswoman of the Year, Julian Alfred.
The sealed envelope containing the sportsman will now be handed to the minister.
Sportsman of the Year, Jean Odlum Smith.
Thank you very much. The Minister for Youth Development and Sports, Honorable Kenson Kazemi.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for listening and welcome back the MCs.
Thank you, orators, Mr. Lamontagne and Mr. Trifanel Dawe, for taking us through the nominees and presentations tonight. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, when it's nice, they say you do it twice. We now invite the Silver Shadows Dance Academy on the stage once again to do another number.
Thank you to the talented dancers of the Silver Shadow Dance Academy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now is the time for expressions of gratitude as we bring the curtains down on this auspicious occasion. We direct your attention to the screen for viewing.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Ministry of Youth Development and Sports is grateful to once again welcome the return of sporting activities. It is truly an exhilarating feeling to be out of our COVID-imposed sports hiatus. We wish to express our sincere gratitude and appreciation to all our sponsors and partners. A hearty thanks to all our sportsmen, sportswomen, administrators, and technical volunteers, physical education teachers, coaches and officials, fans and supporters, parents, family, community, sports facilities managers, staff, and community volunteers. To our esteemed Governor General, who graciously accepted our invitation to host this auspicious event under his patronage, the Prime Minister, Ministers of Government, parliamentarians, the diplomatic corps, government officials, and other invited guests. Thank you for being present here to celebrate our outstanding sports personalities. A special thank you to the Minister for Youth Development and Sports for his dedication to the planning and executing of this event, the management team of the MIDS, and especially the Planning Committee, under the leadership of Sports Director Mr. Jim Xavier. Thanks to our judges for their critical analysis, feedback, and recommendations for improving our judging criteria, as well as the selection of winners. To the media, whether through print, electronic, and social media coverage, we thank you. You are great partners. To our mistress and master of ceremony, Mr. Clivers Jules and Miss Kiba Talia, orators Mr. Anthony Lamontagne and Miss Trifanelda Dowie, our presenters and performers, we say heartfelt thanks for your professionalism in the execution of your roles during this ceremony. We extend sincere gratitude to the Government Information Service National Television Network for facilitating the live broadcast of this event. To our host, Royalton St. Lucia Resort and Spa, the officers of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, ushers, Shamak Leah and his decor team, shuttle drivers, thank you so much. To viewers at home and abroad, we are grateful that you have joined us in the celebration of our sporting icons. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
We ask that all nominees please proceed to the Dennery Lounge to the back of the grand entrance to receive your tokens. All nominees please proceed to the back at the Dennery Lounge to receive your tokens. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we kindly ask you to enjoy the reception with us in the grand entrance of the Board of Truth. Of course, do get home safely, and thank you, and have a wonderful rest of the evening.
Let's